question.
That's good.
Always on mute. Okay, guys. welcome, my fellow collectors. It is Wednesday, and we are live, and we are here in our toy room. I think I need to figure a place to put that crystal castle because everybody's saying I was just trying to show off. But I'm not, I swear. Well, we got a lot to talk about tonight. I mean, yeah, there was a couple things. So here's a fun little anecdote. So tonight I was putting something together. I got a print done, and I was painting. Before I was painting it, I was gluing it together, getting everything going. And I wasn't paying attention because that's what happens with me because I don't pay attention very well. And I accidentally, let me make sure that's the MacBook. Let's get our, no, that's right. Our microphone's the Yeti. Okay. I was putting it together and I wasn't paying attention. So first things first, that one of the parts wasn't straight. It was a little crooked. And I was like, oh no. But by the time I realized it, the glue was dry because it's quick drying. So I was like, well, I'll just try to fix it. You heat it up, you try to get the glue a little bit, loosened up, and then it cracked. So operator error, of course. So while putting it back together, I completely freaked that up and I glued certain parts of it and it just kind of went over. And so my entire pinky, I had no feeling in my pinky or my ring finger because it was coated with Loctite super glue, fast drying. Like it was like weird. I had a big nice coat of glue over it. So then I proceeded to take the next 30 minutes. I dipped my hand in isopropyl alcohol because I was like, well, that cleans the resin. So I'm sure it does something to the strong alcohol that I have. I mean, I'm sure it does something. So it did. It actually really did a lot. So, but it still took me about 30 minutes to get all the glue off my fingers, but they're good. And I didn't cut myself. I didn't pull off any excess. I didn't pull off any skin. And I'm really proud of myself. So, and that's not to say also yesterday I was trimming and I screwed up. So now I have a small goatee and I shaved the rest of my face because, yeah, I screwed up. So good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, let us see. We've got in the chat Toy Connections wanting to leave a quick message before he had to head out. So thank you, Ken from Toy Connections came in at 6:35. Dave's Dimensions also came in a little early, 6:48. We had Toss Taha Tossi T I don't know how to pronounce that. Frankie, we've got a new channel member. Oh, Frankie came in with the hold on. Let me see. I'm not prepared for this because I'm a slacker. Where are we? Where are we? I know I've got it here somewhere, Frankie. I've got it here somewhere. Here it is, Frankie. You remember that intro, right? God, that was a good game, wasn't it? Always loved Castlevania. That was such a fun, especially because like right after that, you just think of the song. And he had his whip kicking everybody's ass. Thank you for joining, sir. I really appreciate it. What's up, everyone? How about those tariff updates? Oh no, do we have a tariff? Oh, are you talking about? Oh well, from BBTS up. You're gonna have to give me some updates on it. I have BBTS open. I'll have to look through it. Oh yeah. So we put 125% tariff or 150% tariff on China just to jump up because they put an 80 on us. Dude, I really hope we could stop just trying to throw our wieners on the table and act like we're tough. Just please work out a deal so we can actually get our toys. I'm done with this. Oh, look what we could do. Come on, man. Brick something is in the house. Got a focus group to be in front of kids. School district. Have a good time. I'll catch the replay. Well, thank you for stopping in and saying hello, Brick. I appreciate you. We've got Joey, the superstar rock star, in the house. What's up, brother? Yeah. You know, I'm telling you, I have a few friends, and Joey's one of them. Man, if there's any updates and I'm not around and I'm slacking and I don't have my phone around me, I'm telling you, I can always count on him to hook me up with some info if something's releasing or if something's new or if there's anything going on. Joey, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. We've got Gatey's Toys. What's going on? Welcome in, Stanley Eberhard. Pack it up, pack it in. Let him begin. Time scales, you better stop that shit. God damn it. G.I. Jetman, what's going on? Welcome. Mikey came in. Oh, he's not quite at lunch yet. He's got 30 minutes. All right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you spending your lunch with us, my friend. Nolan. Oh, what's up, Nolan? Thank you for joining. We are now ToyTube official. Halfway. All right. Yo, replay 100. I'm here to hit that like button. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Same time toys. If you guys haven't been getting a little bit more lives, we had a couple lives in the last couple days. It's good. It's good. I have to catch the replay on yours as well because I missed those. We have Sky's Cavern Library Comics. Thank you for joining. Hello, hello. So we say SCLC. What's up, SCLC? Just kidding. I don't know. What's going on, Wraith? We are the Hammer. I still haven't made anything because I'm lazy, but I'm going to. I know what a slacker, man. What a freaking slacker. You guys are awesome. What's going on? Big 'em. It's Big M, but I love to run it together and just say Big 'em. What's up, Big 'em? Motu Tony finally caught an intro. Haha, yeah. You know, I'm telling you, something about that always gets me. And every now and then, you know, when you see those like rewind channels on Instagram, they would have like a little snippet from the beginning. And I was like, every time I hear that, just gets me all worked up because that was like a Friday night, Saturday night. It was a late night special movie that was coming in maybe for the first time. You know, like I remember like my favorite, and I had it on VHS, and I probably ran that damn tape raw on that one. Was I had that 89 Batman movie, and I remember watching that so much. But I remember those nights when movies like that came out for the first time on HBO. Even though I had it, it was so cool to see it for the first time on HBO, and they always had that intro to start it. That was good shit. I loved it. And I think they actually went back to it for a while, kind of like an anniversary for it. That was kind of cool. Yeah, well, it was my fault because so the intro is longer than StreamYard allows me to make an intro. So StreamYard intro, it has to be under 2 minutes, I believe. And this is like 2 minutes and 18 seconds. So I have to do it as a presentation. And then since I do it as a presentation, I mute myself in order to not make noises and shit while it's playing. And I forgot to unmute myself. That was my own fault. Operator error. Guru, what's going on, brother? Dude, it was a nice day today, wasn't it? Man, we're going to have a nice week. I think we're going to be in the 80s on Saturday. Holy shit. Sight to be on site. What's going on? Welcome in. Thundercats. Ho. Man, I'm loving all the Thundercat stuff coming. Joe Andrews. Speaking of my friends that always give me the updates, Joe Andrews is the other one. My friend from the Pacific Northwest. Unfortunately, this poor guy's a Seahawk fan. Just kidding. Hey, I'm a Nuggets fan, man. We just threw our coach away. So what do I know? Matthew Ellie, what's going on? It's a thing of beauty. I agree. What a great intro. What's Joey sad about? Don't be sad, Joey. What's going on? Oh, you're talking about my hand. Okay, I'm far behind. Yeah, well, Grey Goose. I have the isopropyl alcohol 90%. I should have higher for cleaning my prints, but they recommend to like 98%, but it's so expensive. I can get the 90% at Walmart and it's cheaper and it works fine. So, I mean, it might take a little longer to kind of keep it in there, but there is actually a new thing that they're putting out. I know Elegoo has one, but there's 2 other brands that I keep seeing of a resin cleaner chemical that's not flammable. You think about that and you're like, should I have a whole basement where my closet's full of flammable shit? So gotta be careful, I guess, Motu 20, I think you show off your castle as much as you want. You worked your butt off for it. Well, and the worst part is I had to work twice since I freaking dropped it and I had to not replace, but I had to repair it. There was like 3 or 4 hairlines in there that I tried to get it filled in as good as I could, but it's slightly battle damaged, which, no big deal. All right, so say, wish I had a pencil thin mustache so I can solve mysteries too. It's not pencil thin like as far as the thickness. I'm just saying I trimmed it down to very, very not bushy. You know what I'm saying? So anyway. No, I know. Joey, I'm just fucking with him. Oh, Frankie, thank you, sir. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought you were before, but yes, it's already been a month since. Dang, that's crazy. That's cool. Well, thank you for renewing. I appreciate you, sir. Canceling BT. Oh, God, dude, what the fuck? Oh, all right. Well, let's take a look, I guess. Let's see what race got. I want to think how much my 3K. Oh, no, dude. Oh, no, because it's coming from there. Oh, was it 150%? That's what it was, right? Oh, my God. Like, seriously, can we just let it, like, I know what he's doing. I know we're playing chicken. I mean, that's all we're doing. Everybody just quickly talk to each other. Let's drop it down to the lowest possible for both. That way we're good. Like, I don't get it. Oh, okay. So they send emails. Okay. G.I. Jetman's birthday? Oh, shit. Well, happy birthday, G.I. Jetman. You're a day ahead of me because mine is tomorrow, but I did cancel my birthday. So I remain the same age. I will not turn 47 tomorrow. I am going to stick to 46. Yep. We could do that, right? Get out of here. Go on, get. Anyway, so, all right. Oh, Faker Battle Cat. What's going on, my brother? Welcome in. I appreciate you joining, my friend. All right. Tossy. All right, Tasty Cake. Gosh darn it. Tasty Cake goes for like 8 hours again. Man, this guy, he puts on the longest live streams. All right. Fat Red Foo, what's going on, brother? Yeah, I love it. We've got these dang. Every now and then, I just get one of those bangers, and today was definitely one of those days because I found a meme kind of thing. I don't know what they consider a meme. It was a long one, but it has a video of Rocky and Drago fighting, and they used Mike Tyson's Punch Out sounds for it, and it was the funniest shit ever. Posted it on my story on IG. Go take a look if you haven't seen it. It's so fucking funny. they're fighting it and getting it, and he's even like when he taunts him, it bang, bang, bang. So you guys, it's really really funny stuff. Anyway, okay. Oh, now we're official. We're official. What's going on, Ray Black? Welcome, welcome. The guy, dude. What, dude? What did we do? What did we do? I get the GM. You know what? He didn't make any moves, and we didn't get any better. And Jamal doesn't help. Jamal being hurt isn't helping us. And I'm sorry, I'm talking sports real quick, but Jesus, man, he's the winningest coach in franchise history. He got us a title 2 years ago. For God's sakes, man, let him play out the season. He earned that. Like, this record is on him. He did that for the team. Granted, it's Jokic's record, because if it isn't for Jokic, we'd probably have 10 wins. But it was weird, man. Like, hopefully, whatever Kroenke's thinking, and I do think that a lot of the rumblings is to bring Chauncey in because they think Portland's going to drop him. And Chauncey did really well with Portland and getting these guys that weren't, he helped them overachieve. So, you know what? I would take Chauncey, King of Park Hill, baby. Let's get him back to Denver. That would be pretty freaking cool. Oh, shit. One of the biggest pieces of YouTube trash streaming on God's green earth. And yes, I was thinking last night, man, I really hope I hope Travis didn't get mad at me because I was just busting his balls. But you know what? Now I hope he got mad at me because God damn it. I was just trying to help Brick because you were busting his balls, so I had to bust him back. That's what I do. I mean, that's Punk. He don't like me either because I bust his balls all the time. I'm like, he goes, oh, I got to go real quick. And I'm like, oh, he's going to go sit down to pee. So don't worry, dude. If I like you, I bust your balls, which I know you're busting mine as well. So there we go. Just Jeff is in the house. Welcome, sir. Holy cow, we've got a big chat going. We've got 22 in the chat, which is freaking awesome for my tiny little channel. And that's the only thing that's tiny, damn it. Okay, let's make jokes. Bunch of guys in the stream and I'm making jokes. Okay. So smash the like if you can. I do have a little update for my little what I was thinking as far as my giveaway and all that, because I do have. Oh, did I not bring the crystal one up? So I have the crystal one that I made, but I also have a painted one. So I have two available as far as that goes for that whole live stream thing. So let's get through the chat real quick, and you know what? I sadly stick to the one that I know. I've been doing Chitu box since I got my first Elegoo, man. I know there's probably some other ones that are better, but I'm used to it, and I don't know. I have a few adjustments that I made when I get the different types of resin, and all that, but Chitu box has always done me okay, and it has all my printers. So I have got that Jupiter SE, which is that big ass build plate, and it does have that on there. So I kind of have done the Chitu box, and I know I'm sure all the other softwares use all of the different sizes and stuff. Why is it called Grayskull when it's green? So the story behind it on that Netflix show was that one of the people that was manufacturing, designing all of this stuff, what was it, his wife's maiden name, or somebody said, what was it, the neighbor, but I think it was the wife's maiden name was Gray, and that's why they spell it with a A instead of an E, so it's Grayskull with an A, and that's why. It's because the guy just said, well, what are we going to do? It's a skull castle, so we're going to say Grayskull, and that's why. So there you go. Holy cow. So, man, you got me by a couple of years. You're an old bastard. You know that, G.I. Jetman. Just kidding. Just kidding. We're all kind of a little bit old. All right. Thank you, sir. Mr. Hootie Dean, welcome in. I appreciate it. And thank you for the early non-birthday. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, no, man, I'm getting old. Maybe that's why I trimmed it so much too after I messed up. Was like, well, let me cut all the gray out. And that was like most of my face. So yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see. Mean Streets of Everett. Oh, okay. There you go. Something on the internet that shows Commando the movies. Oh God, I could imagine. Movie Predator as a Broadway musical. See that? And see, for me, the video game thing was perfect because I loved Tyson's Punch Out, so that was like my favorite. Let's see. Yes, sir. You know it, brother. You know it. I just busting balls all the time. What's going on, Alpha Inflict? Man, the only guy that's working harder than I don't know. He's the only one putting out stuff quicker than well, no, maybe not, because he's got like 4 different people he gets it from. But I was gonna say you're making stuff for Home Arcade. I was gonna say the only guy that makes stuff as fast as Home Arcade, but you gotta make the stuff for him too. So welcome in, sir. I appreciate you. Finishing it up. Cool, man. I'm excited to see it, dude. Like I've seen another person that actually was asking me questions about it. He finished his and he posted it up on the one of those Facebook groups. And it looks good. Like he used a really high shiny gold filament for it, and it looked pretty cool. And even there, his red is a lot more shiny. Well, not shiny, but it's a lot more red. Like since I use that kind of, I don't know. If I wanted to paint it, it probably would look a little bit better. But I like it when you put a light on it because then it looks like a crystal kind of thing. So, Toilet Network, don't worry about Travis. He doesn't hold grudges. Well, that's good, and I can't either, man. Like I got my Italian anger to where it only lasts about you know, a day or half a day or 30 seconds, and then I get over things pretty quickly. So Billups, come on. He was a Clipper for like a half a year. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, all right. It's green because of Mothman, because he goes headloptoys.com. Mrs. Gray was giving him skull. That's exactly what it was. He was like, "Oh, babe, you give such good skull." Oh, Allison, what's going on, my friend? Speaking of sending out memes, holy cow! I hate when I get backed up. Ooh, I gotta catch up. But sometimes, like I do the same to you though. Like it'd be like 3 in the morning, and all of a sudden I'll wake up and I'll be like, "Shit, I'm awake." Better send Allison like 50 memes. Oh shit! So if Green Cuts Mothman is manscaping, well, he's on Rogaine, and that's how it goes. 46 and found my first great chest hair. Oh man. See, and my head, I'm good. Nothing on my head. I don't have any grays up top, but my beard always gets the grays, man. I tell you what. All right. Tony's Figs, what's going on, my friend? Welcome in, sir. Man, Tony's been putting some good work out, man. I was joking with him about that the other day. Well, it was like 2 months ago where I told him, I said, well, when Tony screws up, he ain't going to screw up. Dude puts out some bomb ass shit, dude. Good stuff, dude. Sight Beyond Sight says, I'm working on my crystal castle on a bamboo. Oh, taking forever. Yeah. Well, sometimes, you know what? Something not beautiful, it doesn't matter. Like mine took 10 days, but that's with the resin printers. 1, 2, 3. I had 3 going out of the 5 that I have because the other 2 are kind of small. The 2 small ones I did the jewels with, and then the other big ones I did all the parts. So that's okay. That's okay. Oh, Toilet Network. Yeah, but it did change from Ed Axion Toys, Action Toys. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. Let's see. Took some pics of the black primer, all assembled, broken jam. Look cool. And that's that sounds really cool. That sounds really, really cool, man. No, I'm not trying to show off. At the same time, Toys, welcome in, sir. No, I just have been doing it for so long that like they have sales on Amazon, and the Jupiter was my one splurge. Because like I said, the print plate is gigantic. Like the Saturn was the biggest one I had. Then I got that Jupiter, and I was like, holy shit. So, and of course, Elegoo just likes to name everything after, except for the new ones where it's like a carbon something or other. But the first printers that they made with resin, everything was named after a planet. So I have the 2 Mars 3s, 2 Mars 3s. I have 2 Saturns. I have 1 Saturn 2, 1 Saturn 3, and then I have the Jupiter SE. But those are purchased throughout 5 years. I've been doing it for quite a while. So that's all. All right. Oh, so he got those groups all over the place. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, I'll shut up. That's cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see that shit, dude. That's really cool. I'm almost ready. Yeah, no, anytime, dude. And Alf too, man. Alf, I've never had anybody that like He's such a cool guy, and he's pushing me to use my my filament printer because he's like, dude, set it up because you're gonna love it. I'll help you through it if you need to. So any of us, if you need anything from me as far as the resin stuff, if you need anything, if you're getting a filament one, Alpha Flick knows his shit. He's been doing it for quite a while as well, and he makes some beautiful stuff. But so one thing I wanted to start with before I get started on everything else, now that I finally got through the chat, jeez, I'm slow, is so I did print something today, and it just happened to be my buddy, my good friend, a badass artist. His name is Yurko. It is Yurko, right? Yes, it's Yurko. Designed the throne for the movie Skeletor off of just pictures. I mean, he got the pictures and he designed it. And I'm looking at mine right now and I'm like, dude, he did so well. The only thing that needs to add is eventually, and I think he is going to eventually get like the whole stairs and everything with it. But that's what I've been working on. That was what I was doing to freaking glue my fingers together. Oh, but oh shit. Well, let's see. I put him in there and he actually is able to sit. I haven't painted it yet, of course, but overall, the size and everything, like, I mean, when you look at this, it goes up right above. So, I mean, the size looks really good. I just need to paint it. Yeah, that thing came out and it was all, see, and this is the difference with the Jupiter to the Saturn. I was able to print this entire throne on one print. Like, that's it. This was one print. It was 13 hours, 14 hours, but it was literally one print. And he got all of, like, if you look at, let's look at the, see, you can see all of the writings or whatever you want to call it in the back there. I mean, he got it right. And he was just going off pictures and stuff. And that's what they do, man. These freaking 3D artists are freaking amazing. So just need to paint it, get it all nice and dark and get like a nice dark wash on it. And yeah, he's gonna, the hieroglyphs. Thank you, Joey. Man, pay attention, Lanzotti. Man, I don't do good in class. I don't listen. So yeah, so he sits on it pretty good. I was surprised because I was thinking the classics will definitely not, because the classics has the thing that goes all the way down on the bottom, like the skirt, where this has the split skirt, so you can actually sit him down. He sits pretty good if you flatten it down. So yeah, not too bad. No too shabby. There, the one error, if you guys want to see it, this is where I fucked it up right there. But if he's sitting in it, doesn't matter. But I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna get some putty and I'll sand it down. I'll get it right. Man, that sucked. I tell you what, it wasn't straight flat in the front, and the pillars were a little bit off. And I go, what the fuck was I doing? And by the time I saw it, it was too late. And then when I tried to it just snapped. So my bad. Operator error. I shouldn't have done that. I should have paid attention a little bit more when I glue things. But you know what? You live, you learn, and then you choose loves, right? But anyway, so let's see. Yep. See, look at this. So got to support the Mochi Print community. Any info, and that's it. That's the cool part about it. Yeah, no, it's such a good one, right? Holy badass Batman. It does. It's a good one. And like I said, it printed great. Knock on wood. Where's me? Oh, see what happened? She-Ra fell. And then the other print that I finished was from Boojaboo, and it is the weapon, the Horde bow for Voltec. And I think he looks so much better with that. I mean, it is such a, that's the one thing about, and I mentioned it, the one thing I didn't like about the cartoon collection is that if there was some sort of weapon in the show or any, I mean, even if it's a Horde weapon, I know they're doing it, they're making it, and they're putting stuff like when Too Bad got a mirror, like I know it's from the show that they were in and it's cool and all, but you know, that's the one thing I'm really happy I have a 3D printer, is because I don't have to worry about that, because if I want to give them a freaking weapon, I will. Yeah, so Classics made a bunch, and Masterverse has made Skeletor, He-Man, Beastman, Evelyn, and they are making Blade and Gwildor also. So there's quite a bit. Obi-Wan Chingones does look great, nevertheless. Thank you, sir. Yeah, no, it's stupid shit that I do, man. Sometimes, and just like dropping this, I chalk it up to me being an idiot. I don't care, whatever. I do stupid shit. That's what it is. Similar to Walmart Crystal Ball Advanced Beyond, preparing tomorrow is delivery day for everyone. Really? That's cool. I did screwed up and I did not get it. Cobweb, what's going on, dude? I didn't get on the website, or I didn't get on the app. I don't know what the frick I was thinking. I got on about a half hour too late and Crystal Ball was gone. So Cobb's been doing some work. He's been doing some kit bashing with his new barbarian from the Faux Horseman. That was cool. That is very, very cool. So yeah, that dragon, huh? How about that freaking dragon? That's pretty cool. Congratulations to everyone who ordered it because they hit every freaking goal, right? Man, that thing is badass though. What's going on, bud? Welcome in, sir. I saw you at the store. I went to Walmart and I did see the My Buddy toy. Because wherever I go, he goes, my buddy and me. Okay, so here is my little thing. And I told you guys last week, and I told you on Friday if you were here, that, yeah, no, that was me. I was a day late and 30 minutes short. No, 30 minutes late and $1. I don't know. I might have been able to afford it. Oh, they back up. So here's my little thing. And I'm not doing this live to be like, hey, I want to make money. But it's just something that kind of comes with it, right? If you're monetized, you kind of want to have it for a reason. And it's something that, especially for me, where I'm at in my non-job kind of in between ass right now, I don't mind asking or bringing it up. So here's my thing. So I wanted to do something unique for the channel. I wanted to do something fun. I've been on a few lives where they have very small appreciation things, like things on screen, recognition for super chats and all that good stuff. So my new deal is on the lives. And if it doesn't get to that point and we don't make it, then no big deal. But I'm always going to have it as an option. I really wish I could find something digitally. If anybody knows how on StreamYard, outside of StreamYard, if I could maybe even use a website that can help me with the super chats to show. But as of right now, I went old school, man. I got this and I got this. This is from like a Pictionary game. And this was above my my refrigerator. You can see it's got all the dust on it and shit. It's all gross. But so what my deal is, I want to, obviously it's got to be worth it for me and for everybody else. So for my deal here, and this is going to be from now on any Wednesday, any super chats exceeding 25, not single super chats, but when it's added up, if we exceed 25 total, then it starts. Then throughout the live, if we hit $25 at the end of the live, then it still counts. If we hit $25 at the beginning of the live and we end it and it's above and beyond that, which is obviously kind of the point because then it gets a little competitive, then for me, obviously that helps me out, but I'm still going to obviously help out whoever wins because depending on the amount, it's going to be a little bit different. Makes sense, right? So I have a $25 and then above. I am going to do a mystery box of 3D printed parts, heads, weapons, armor, hands, feet, you name it. You see what, all you have to do is go over to my Instagram and see what I've made. All of that stuff I've printed multiples of, and I have a really good collection of parts that I can start using. So once the super chats hit over 25, then it kicks in to say the highest amount from an individual will get the mystery box. And this month, not just the mystery box, but I'm also throwing in this Crystal Castle, which is a 6-inch. It's painted, still has the clear back, and I have It's also going to have this with it as well. So this is just a little, whoops. This is that little light. So it'll sit right on top, goes right in there, and it gives you your light hope. So it's a cool thing for your desk, for, for your shelf, just something cool, because that crystal castle obviously is nowhere to be found anywhere. So it's kind of cool. Even though it's not this gigantic one, it's something that will work. So that is my little deal. Like I said, it's not trying to be like, but it's something that it just would make it fun. It would make it unique. And obviously for me, it'll help me out. So, one way or the other. But I'm not trying to get super chats just because, I'll actually in turn give back to whoever donates the most or whoever does the most super chats. Not donates, but does the most super chats. So, anywho, Crystal Ball is the G.I. Joe figure that was like the retro, and they're redoing it on, All right. I just add customs under his name. Crystal Ball Customs? I'm probably lost because I did all that and then I forget what we're talking about. Yeah, no, I like him. He did really come out very, very good. Oh man, let me check my emails real quick and see. Do I have anything on order that's gonna be? I don't know. God, Netflix is $24.99. I need to get Netflix off. I don't even watch Netflix, man. I didn't see anything. Maybe I don't know. I just have Motu stuff. Maybe that didn't change anything. Custom bare feet. I've got that, and I've printed them before, but I've never used them. I've got beast feet, I've got human feet, and I've got like merman type feet that RBL or Rebel 3D made, and they're cool. They're really cool. I've never made one. The only one, I mean, I've got the one that's Masterverse where he's got those big old clunky feet, but I've not made one. So how do we do super chat? Well, it's basically, if you look at the bottom corner of the chats, there's that little $sign, and you click on the $sign. It should say super chat or super sticker, and then it asks you for an amount. And then, like I said, if collectively as a group we get over 25, then whoever has the most super chats ends up getting the. So it's not like one of those things. Yes, I know I had a lot of people say, well, you should draw it randomly. But at the same time, it's not really fair for the person that donated the most or that got the most super chats to like miss out for somebody that gave like $1. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, as a competitive person, it's kind of one of those things where it's kind of a competition. I've seen it happen like that. And obviously I mean, I'm not bullshit. It helps everything. It helps me out for sure. But I just think it's fun because it's not like I like the fact that I'm also going to give back something that the value is going to even outweigh the amount. Absolutely going to outweigh that amount. So I think that's kind of my biggest thing, is that whatever we're doing, you guys know damn well that what I do is I overdo it. So, but anyway, so here we go. Holy cow.
Thank you, Mr. Skeletor. You are
We've
very
got Ed.
kind.
Thank you, sir.
Kind.
It's
Never
very
use
kind.
that word around me. Now get moving.
All right. So here we go with my sad little old school. I mean, it's probably going to be there, and then we've got next, we have Sight Beyond Sight with the $4.99. Oh my goodness. I know I need to do something a little bit easier for myself, but I mean, right out the gate, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to put another
Thank you, Mr.
one of those on there.
Skeletor. You are very kind.
Kind. Never use that word around me. Now get moving.
So we're almost already there. See that? It doesn't take much, and I know, like I said, it's not a huge. I just think it's fun. It's something fun. It's something that we can, enjoy. And I know a lot of people like to do customs, and I know a lot of people like to change things up. And if somebody that gets it is not a gigantic Masters of the Universe fan, I will customize the mystery box to kind of go toward what they collect most of. And of course I'll communicate with the winner and whoever does get it, then we'll make sure and I'll make it accordingly. So it'll be fun. I don't know. I think it'll be fun, but maybe not. Like I said, if it works, if it takes off and it does something and people enjoy what they're getting, then I think that's going to be worth it for me. Cause that's kind of what too, is that a lot of people just obviously not everybody has printers. Not everybody has all that stuff. So when it comes down to it, getting parts like that sometimes are tougher because then you got to pay so much to get. And some people just sell the parts that are painted and they're going to run you $25 just for one head, plus shipping. Some people have them maybe 15. If you go to shows, you'll get a little bit of discount because there's no shipping. But some people are like, hey, I could paint my own stuff, I mean, and if it's an armor, if it's a weapon, if it's a sword, if it's a gun, if it's something like that, and you just have to do a little bit of paint job to it, then you're good. If you're not into painting, if you have someone close to you that can, or if you want to just do a solid color, it's nice. But usually all the stuff I do print is in like a gray. Sometimes I have it in a certain color if that's what I have around the house. So that's kind of where I'm at. So thank you, Ed. Thank you, Side Beyond Sight. I appreciate you both. You guys are awesome. Let me jump back to, let's see where we are at. No, you don't have to join. It's just literally gonna, like, I also am going to do a monthly pull for channel members. Now that one will be random at the end of the month. So we'll just say May 1st or the first show in May. I will do one of those wheels and we're going to do all the channel members that are in the wheel, and every channel member will have the same amount of the same percentage to win, and the winner of that will also receive a mystery box. So basically I'll be doing 5 mystery boxes a month. So I'll do the 4 from the Wednesdays, and then I'll do another from the end of the month with the channel members. Oh, speaking of channel members, I think we've got, let me jump down a little bit. Allison Troy has re-upped. Welcome back. I appreciate you. Oh, long one. That's not it. We want to do this one. We don't want to do that intro again. Thank you, Allison, for re-upping on that. I know you joined on your other channel as well. So, and here we go. We got G.I. Jetman with $1.99. I need to jump and get my other. I was running late because my son left a little bit late tonight. No excuses, but that's my excuse. So I didn't add this stuff into my chat. Where'd it go? There it is. Thank you, G.I. Jetman, for the $1.99 chat. I appreciate it. So that puts us at 10, $14.99, $15.99, 16. So we're basically at $16. So we're almost there already. Look at that. All right, let me remove that here. Let's go through. G.I. Jetman post. Next 15th will be the tail of the tape. Yeah. Dude, that tariff thing was crazy. GI Bro is in the house. Dude, you have seriously been working hard. That's the sad part, is waiting for stuff to come overseas, man. Holy crap. Let's see. Let me go back because I'm kind of moving around. About the My Buddy doll, I was saying get him. Oh, put custom. Gotcha. I have to put a big beard on him too, right? I did, because you got this big old beard going, man. I'm gonna open this. I'm opening everything. I'm getting everything late, man. Getting everything late. So But anyway, so yeah, we got some colorful super chats. We had a yellow, a green, and a blue. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Customizing. Ew, I know, bud. You don't do that stuff. What's going on, Shao Kahn? Shao Kahn wins. Fatality. Hey, Faker Battle Cat's got a bunch of them. I still haven't pulled out my scanner. I need to get some stuff scanned for him. I do have those kind of set aside in a bag, and I'm ready to scan them once I get my stuff together. So I do need to do that. Absolutely need to do that. Give me 1 second real quick. Nobody wants to see me do that. Okay. So, excuse me. Oh, the gifted. Yeah, and I know you had a membership on one of them that you did yourself, and then one was gifted to you. So yeah. Oh shit. We got Nolan. Woo! I'm gonna write it down. I don't know what else to do. I don't know how else to do it. So we're not even going to mess with the 99 cents. So we're going to go 15, 20, $22. Man, we're already almost there. What the heck, man? That's craziness. Kenzo crew. That's kind of lame, right? I don't know. Whatever. What's up, Big Boss Toys? Welcome in. I appreciate it. No, and we're 46 minutes into it, but I've been known to yap for a couple hours sometimes. So, it's kind of how I do it sometimes. Got myself the supersized box of Cocoa Pebbles last night. Dude, you know what? I went last night and I picked up, sometimes when you leave Walmart, at least I know my cart was full, kind of. But man, I spent a lot of money on groceries last night. And that was like my number one thing is making sure that we have all our Fruity Cocoa Pebbles. So I got Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles, and I got Captain Crunch in the bag. I just get those family size bags, and they're the name brand. They're not they do the name brand in bags now, because for the amount of cereal that I eat, yeah, I do that. I do that shit. So as North Kenzo's print and somewhere I can say high quality, and it doesn't slack on the amount. That's true. I do overdo it, so that's all right. Kenzo's crew and the Sunshine Band. You got to put a K. No, see, and that's the thing. I had the 2 Ks, but I got to be careful with that. We don't want to put a third one in there. That's scary. And people think I'm. Never mind. I'm not going to say anything right now. Cocoa Puffs. That's good shit too. I got and I'll have, depending on what I'm in the mood for. Like there was a time where I was like really into Frosted Flakes. Then I kind of went to Tricks. I love Tricks, man. I love Tricks. So my John. No, so I love my Tricks. Fruit Loops every now and then, but I heard some bad stuff about Fruit Loops. Not that any of the other cereal is good, but I saw the whole Canadian Fruit Loops thing, and it really kind of weirded me out. So I stopped eating Fruit Loops. Cocoa Puffs, Cocoa Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is my son's favorite, so we have a big bag of that. But right now, my big cereal that I'm like into, kind of, to where basically I have it every day, is Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch is kind of my thing right now. Corn Pops is good. But he's a Corn Pops whore. Oh shit. I love it. Fruity Pebbles, I love Fruity Pebbles. And what really was sad is that after a while, it started getting to that point where once they went gluten-free, man, that crunch went away. But I've also noticed that depending on what size, like family size to small to the big bag stuff, sometimes they're coated differently. Like sometimes they actually have that nice coated, whatever coating on it, like the Clark Griswold coating, the crunch enhancer. And it's what does he say? It's non-osmotic. It's semi. I don't remember, but it coats the cereal, and it's really good stuff. He was up for food additive of the year, and then he put it on his sled and flew down the hill. But some of them they have, like when you look at it, if it looks dry, that's gonna get soggy real quick. But if you see a little shine to it, that shit's gonna last. The Sugar Smacks. Did you see the joke about the Sugar Smacks? They had one where the chat or the comments just blew it up because they were basically calling it like little vagina cereal. And then when you actually look at the cereal, you kind of like, oh my God. I thought YouTube kept track of super chats. They do. And I think, let's see, not banners, but on comments, I think, yes, it does on starred ones. It does. So right now you're right. It does have it on it automatically stars the chats and the new members. So, I mean, I wrote them down just so, but you're right. And it is actually easier to do it this way. So Guru, thank you. I forgot about that till you mentioned it because it said 6-starred chats, and the 6-starred chats are the 2 members and then the 4 super chats. So thank you, Guru. Yes, I'm going to do it that way. I will take my old school Pictionary thing and put it back in the box so we can play Pictionary. So me and my son can play Pictionary. Yes, Tricks was good, man. Ton of cereal, and you start getting those bags instead of the boxes. Yes, dude, Ed, I'm telling you, it's so much worth. It's worth it completely because then not only do you not have to worry about them getting stale, that's the biggest thing because they all have the seal thing on the top, the Ziploc thing. So it keeps it better than rolling it down and then using like a chip clip to it. That's what I always do. And here's a tip for you guys. This is something that is really, really top secret. And I'm giving you some information that will change your life forever. You guys ready? Got a pen? You can write this down because this will change your freaking life. Okay. So when you get pants or shorts from the store and they have those clips on the ends to hold your shorts, when they ask you if you want to keep the hanger, you say yes. Because then once you get home, you get some snips or you get something out of the garage, something that has a little more torque to it. Because scissors, you don't want to get your scissors all dull from it. You cut each edge of those hangers and you use those for chip clips and cereal bag clips. You're welcome. My mom told me that. So there you go. Okay. So Faker Battle Cat. What about Honey Smacks? No, if you look at the Honey Smacks, like they're little circles and they have a line in the middle, and they zoomed in. And they said that people were making fun of them, saying they were little golden vaginas. That's what they said. Golden Grams is good too, Jetman. I'm with you. I love Golden Grams too, and those stay pretty crunchy. The other ones that I eat that are not like a fruity or cocoa persuasion is I like Honey Nut Chex. Those are really good, and they seal them really good, so they stay pretty crunchy until you're done. Yes, it was Honey Smacks. What did I say? Yeah, Honey Smacks. Yeah, or you said Super Golden Crisps. I'm sorry. Yes, it was Honey Smacks. They're close, aren't they? I don't know. Yes, but you know what? I eat and I make a Craig bowl. Like I make the bowl like Craig. I pour the shit out of it, so I eat a lot. So I make sure and eat it quick. So Big Boss Toys. So I don't know if he came in a little bit later, but I'm doing a super chat kind of competition, kind of giveaway thing. So right now we have what did I say? We got $22 in super chats. Once we pass 25, that's the goal. Once we pass 25, then at the end of the stream, whoever has given the most in super chats will get a mystery box from me of 3D printed parts, which is going to be heads, it could be helmets, it could be shields, swords, guns, armor. I mean, anything you could think of. I've got a lot of 3D print stuff, and I could also do some extras. So, I mean, it depends on how quick we need to get it out for you. But if there's something specific, but we're doing it as a mystery box. So I'm not going to ask you exactly what you like as far as like, what do you want? I'm going to be like, what genre do you collect the most? And then I'll go from there and I will put together a mystery box. I usually always overdo things. So whoever gets the mystery box is going to get something really, really freaking cool. And then this particular month, not just the mystery box, but I'm throwing in a Crystal Castle. This right here, I mean, this by itself is worth $25 if someone was going to sell it, especially because it's painted. It's 6 inches. It's going to have, like I said, I'm putting in the little light with it as well, because the light will go through and it will give you the light hope look, and it changes colors as well. And you just put it right on top of it and set it down, and you can turn that And when you don't want it on, you just turn it off. So that is up for tonight. It's going to be a mystery box and the Crystal Castle. So that's what I'm doing. So there you go. So that's what you missed. So, but it's going to be fun. Like I said, I have Mythic Legion stuff. I've got He-Man stuff. I got G.I. Joe stuff. I've got some DC stuff. I've got a lot of printed stuff, and I have files for stuff to print as well. So that's kind of where I'm at. So honeycomb. We want honeycomb. I do like honeycomb too. Honeycomb's good. I am seriously like Seinfeld on steroids with my cereal eating. Like I love, dude. What the frick, man? Dude, what the frick, man? Holy crap! Holy crap! Mr. Home Arcade comes in with a freaking home run. Dude. I thank you, my friend. Holy moly. So now, not only are you getting the mystery box, but you're going to get this guy too if you win it. I mean, we're still early though. Somebody might jump over that 50. Who knows? Who knows? But I don't have that big of a channel at this point, so I don't know. Holy cow. Mr. Home Arcade comes in. Thank you, sir. Man, Mr. Home, he seriously is like a legend, right? Mr. Home Arcade is a freaking legend. And I, like I said, I felt like there's so many times where like I know how he works and I know how fast he works and I know how he just boom boom pushes the stuff, because obviously he's got a channel that's got a lot of people that watch it, so he wants to get shit out ASAP. So for me, I'm like, man, I don't work as fast as what he needs, so I kind of felt bad in the beginning because I'm like, I could try my best. Like I made him some stuff at one point, but I'm like, it's just I don't. I'm so dang slow with what I do, but the part stuff, yeah, no, definitely I have so much in parts right now. So thank you, sir, man. Legend, seriously. All right. There you go. See, and I wish, because so the ones that I watch, so the one that I watch, he does OBS, and OBS has like a meter, and it has the bottom has like the stream boss or the stream, whoever. It's very, very helpful. I just don't have OBS. So what's going on, Joe? Joe. So it was Joe and Oz and Curtis. Those dudes were killing it, man. They went through, and the Four Horsemen were on with them, which I'm sure was like seriously like me meeting Jamal Murray, like me meeting the Nugget players or Terrell Davis or something, because like for them, that's the Four Horsemen are like, so it was cool for them to get to hang out with their, with the people that design the stuff that they love so much. So really cool. And for you guys, man, kudos for you for staying awake and doing that whole thing. That was pretty awesome. So you guys kicked ass. Good job, Joe. My dad, it's so funny because I'm so opposite of my dad with a lot of stuff. My dad was, he worked the same job his whole life. He worked it for 36 years. 36 years he was at his job before he retired. He worked social service. He's a social worker, which is a very, very it's not a very thankful job. Like when you think about it, yeah, you have a lot of stuff internally that you're helping people and stuff, but not it's you just work your ass off basically. He had a lot of stuff, stresses and stuff, but he would eat what is it? Wheat. No, what is it? The big wheat squares that had no sugar. Because I know they had frosted mini wheats, but it was the other one that doesn't have frosting. It's just I thought of cream of wheat, which is the hot stuff, and that's not it. I'm gonna go down. Not Wheaties either. It's the one. It was the one that was like you got the two squares that were big and they just looked like hay. They looked like hay, literally. And then you would break them up, and they came in like a yellow box. How do I blank on that name? Hold on. Oh my God. shredded wheat. There we go. He ate shredded wheat and like a shredded wheat and a grapefruit. Yeah, Clint got it. Yep, shredded wheat. That was the one. And so he always did that. But then we always had checks too. We had wheat checks, we had rice checks, we had wheat, rice, and we never had honey nut checks. That's new. That never was out back then. But wheat checks, rice checks was the blue, and it was probably my favorite, but I put a lot of sugar. And then the wheat checks was the brown, which is in the yellow box. That was pretty good too. It was a little like denser, I guess. It was more of a dense cereal, and it always ended up in your teeth and stuff. But wheat, rice, and there was another one that I'm blanking on, but we used to eat checks at the house too. I don't mind checks. Allison, if you haven't met a checks that you didn't like, then I guarantee you're going to know. So Mr. Home Arcade is throwing the dab because, man, he just killed it. Thank you again, man. That's so freaking awesome. Yeah, he came in with the big bat. I don't think Mr. Home Arcade knows anything else than having the big bat, man. That dude, game over, says G.I. Jet, man. I appreciate you listening in, man. And that's the other thing. Not only is he always making customs, he's always putting together videos, editing, and then he works like 6 jobs. You only have 2 jobs. I got like 6 jobs. 6 jobs. What was that? That was in Living Color, right? Or was that Saturday Night Live? I know, Sight Beyond Sight. It kind of just knocked it out of the water, man. Dude, yeah, I appreciate you, man. And I do. I've always said this. I said it to you as well when we had our conversations, was I try to do the customs like I'm doing them for myself. Like I make them, and 9 times out of 10, I do make them for me. I do. And then if someone talks me out of giving it to them or selling it to them, then that's the way it is. I might have to make another. So I made that 140% size scale of the slime pit, and I upgraded it with Rebel. I always said RBL 3D, but when you look at it, it's supposed to be what, Rebel 3D. So I did one of his faces from Hordak, and I put that high quality face picture onto the slime pit to cover the old one that was real blurry. And I made it 140%. And then, of course, the first person that asked is Alan from Attorney of Dreams. He's like, hey, man, I need that. And I'm like, shit. I made it for myself. I got it sitting on a shelf up here. Let's see if you can see it. So I've got the green Mantisaur, which I actually saw Home Arcade just got one as well. And then here is my big old slime pit right there. So I know I made it, like I said, I made it for myself, but shit, man, you know, Alan's another one that's like, hey, I need that. I got to get that shit. So, but yeah. Okay. Let me go back to, I'm moving it around a little bit. Yep. Doesn't fuck around. That's one thing. I'm telling you, man, it for me too. Like I saw that and I was like, oh shit. So yeah, that's pretty much, that knocked it out of the water, didn't it? Shao Kahn collects Nerf guns. Oh, that's, hey, you know what? Collecting for me, I don't give a shit what you collect. I love collecting, period. Like for me, I know I cherry pick a lot of shit. Like I found something. Speaking of cherry picking, let's check it out real quick. I found something that seems like it, I mean, it had a high price tag on eBay, at least double. So it looks like it's out there and people are looking for it. But I found a Cody at Walmart last night. I know I shouldn't be buying it, but that's, and it even has like the little, how cool, right? The little hologram. And this from Revenge of the Sith. So, you know, he's telling them, execute Order 66. Right? That's who that is, right? Yeah, he's got the little cape and everything. So yeah, that's really, really cool. There's the little picture on it there. So that one I found. I did find another that I bought just because I am a sucker for translucent. I found a Frostbite edition of Batman. And then also in the same GameStop that I was at, somebody was trying to hide it, and so the guy grabbed it and put it in the back, and he was like, well, when someone comes and asks for it, then I know who hid it. And I was like, well, can I get it from you? And he goes, sure. So I bought this, which I hadn't found it anywhere, and I thought, you know what, this one's a cool one. I got the CT Toys one, which is obviously quite a bit different than this one, but it looked cool. I don't know. So yeah, so I got the Wolverine, I got the Clone Commander Cody, and I got the Batman. I'm frozen Batman, bitch. You got frozen. Didn't you get frozen by Arnold? Because is this the one that had Arnold? Because it's Clooney, right? This is the Clooney Batman. I don't know. Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, that was a fun one, man. That really was. Mundane. I'm not sure because I get so far behind things that they don't make sense to me now. Yeah, well, that's definitely what that cereal was. Puff wheat, mini wheats, shredded wheat. Yep, Toilet Ed got it. Corn pops isn't too bad. Weetabix. Beardy McBeard said, thank you for coming in. Weetabix. That's yeah. Life was good. Has that little cinnamon to it, right? And yeah, we had shredded wheat. Mr. Wonderful's coming in. Now we'll clean out. Yes, dude. And I think that's probably why because he was the most. Sorry, Dad. I don't mean to put you out there, but this was a long time ago. He was the most regular dude. Like we lived in a small town, like very small, like we're talking like 2 streetlights small. And he worked obviously downtown, which was a little further away from home. And he would come home on a 10 o'clock break for 15 minutes or whatever, half hour. And then he'd have his half hour lunch. And then, so maybe it was a half hour on all of them, but he would have his breaks during the day. I think he'd have just the 2. He'd have breakfast, like a breakfast break and a lunch break. And he would come home and he would have like his grapefruit and his shredded wheat, but he always went to the bathroom every time. Every day on his break, it was like 10 o'clock hit. I knew where Dad was. I'm like, where's Dad? Oh, he's on the toilet. Sorry, Dad, I know. But hey, this is coming from somebody that's on pain meds that, man, I'm lucky if I go once a day. So whatever, TMI, but whatever. It's all good. Okay. Corn checks. That's what the other one was. Thank you. See, man, I'm so far behind. Let me jump forward real quick. Let me try to catch up. Life was good. Checks mix. You are a deviant. God damn it, bud. People talk you out of giving them customs. No, they talked me out of keeping my customs, dude. And it's funny because the sports thing, if I was smart, I'd probably be doing really good for myself if I just went back to doing sports. I don't have any of my sports customs. I probably said this 100 times before, but I have none of them. Every custom I've ever made in sports is gone, except for the one I made of myself. I made a Kenzo Funko Pop, and I made one of myself playing basketball in high school because, douchebags do that. And I guess I'm a douchebag. But all of them gone because I can't keep them. Everything I've ever made. And the last one I've done did commissions too, but if I made it, it was gone. And I built up a pretty good reputation. And sometimes I kick myself in the butt, but the sports thing got so, I don't know. I guess the repetition of it, but my eyes and the decals are like this big and I'm trying to figure it out, getting them all positioned correctly on the helmet with the little, like I would put the warning labels on the helmets and the little logos and NFL. I mean, it's a very tedious task with that. Whereas toys and Motu stuff, I just paint it and I love it. Like there's not a lot of decals on that stuff. So anyway, okay, let me jump through here. It's Commander Cody. He's one of the best besides Rex. Cody. Oh, I'm looking for Cody. Uncle Tim got put on a timeout by his wife. That's well, see. That's why I'm single. I don't have to worry about putting in a timeout there. If you have the movie Mr. Freeze, you could do a shot of him freezing Batman Solid. That would be a cool one to get. I don't know if they even have that out anymore, right? Is that one all sold out? But he wasn't a very popular figure, was it? I know the Catwoman, or no, Batgirl was probably Outworld. Okay, Outworld. Yep. I mean, Jokerized Frozen figures. Oh God, not yet, right? Oh no, I got stuck on a register. We're at an hour. No, I'm good. I could probably still yap for another hour there, brother. Great. I had great cereal when I was a kid. Now I have generic cereal because I buy too many Legions. See, and that's one thing I will not. There's two things I don't go generic on. I will go great value on everything except cereal and soda. Otherwise, I'm good. I do great value pasta. I do great value. I don't buy a lot of food. I eat a lot of cereal. No, but I really do. Everything is going to be store brand except cereal because I could tell, and soda. Those two. I won't go Miss Dr. Thunder or anything like that. I can't do it. Patrick Stewart. Mr. Freeze with they replaced him with Arnold. I mean, it was cheesy, but I liked those movies, man. The cheesier the better. I don't really care. I saw that, Clint. Oh my god. I even saved it to my phone because I was laughing so hard. Oh, I wanted to make. Oh my gosh. Let's see. He fits in there. I mean, he carries a purse and shit all the time, right? And I know, whatever. I don't want to be sexist or anything, but he does. I'm surprised he doesn't have a purse in this one. LeBron James. There you go. There's the LeBron James Barbie doll. You know, we can call him Kendall Crotch, right? Hey, Kendall Crotch. But he'll probably try to get you kicked out of a game because he's a pussy. Sorry, I hate LeBron. All right. The thing is about Walsenburg is when you're passing through, you always get stuck at the lights. Either the lights or the train, because there's a train that goes across Main Street. And like, I don't know how many times on the way to school or running through or anything like that, that we got stuck at the damn train. And I lived literally, so my house was on one street. You go across the street, there's a little bit of a ditch area that kind of flowed out toward the east where all the farmers were. Then you had about another 50 yards, and then there was the train tracks. So we had the trains coming through. Like, that's why I could sleep pretty good, is because we had the trains coming through every night, honking the horns, and we're going back and forth when they get, like, when they want to hook up to another thing, they would go right outside my house and they would hook up, and we could hear that, especially like in the summer when the windows are open. It was really loud. So I could sleep through pretty much anything right now. So honey smacks. So it's the honey. Let me pull it up real quick because now I'm curious which one it was that they were saying were little vaginas. It is honey smacks. Yeah, the honey smacks is what they were saying that looked like that. So let me pull that up real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So that's what they're saying. They look like little mini vaginas there with, because they're, I don't know, but it was funnier in the meme, I guess. I don't know. They did something that made it look funnier. I don't know. So cereal and soda are my two main. Oh, really? They're your two main ones. That's funny. No, Jordan. You know what? Jordan's got he's got a couple of the Space Jam ones, but those are cool, man. They talk and all that shit. No, we don't want him. He's no Barbie doll, man. Yeah, the train was bad, dude. There's no sub for Dr. Pepper, Dr. Walmart, or whatever they call it. What about Mr. Pibb? I didn't like Mr. Pibb either. It tasted more cherry. Like, I didn't really care for that. Never thought of him as little vagina. I didn't either until today. Like, today is when I saw that meme. That's hilarious. I have not. And I drink Dr. Pepper sometimes, but I am the one that likes what nobody else does. Apparently Coke is very popular in my toy friends, but I absolutely am a Pepsi guy. I like Pepsi. I don't know. I'll drink Dr. Pepper. I'll drink Coke. I don't care. Like, if a place doesn't have Pepsi, I order Coke. You know what I end up getting, like, from Carl's a lot is I really like that. I like that raspberry tea. That one, oh, I love that raspberry tea on the fountain that they have. It's really, really good. The Cherokee Red Pop. I want to look at that. Let's see. And you know the one RC Cola? Big Red, is that what it was called? Was it Big Red? Like the gum, huh? Cherokee Red Soda. Oh shit, look at that. Oh man. I don't remember this. Like that's crazy. Oh, they still have it? Or is this like a But look how they spell it. Cherokee. Cherry soda, and it's spelled CHERIKEE red. Oh my god. That shit's funny. I'm a Pepsi guy unless you're cherry Pepsi. I love just regular Diet Dr. Pepper. I do have to say I don't really think it does taste a lot like regular Dr. Pepper like they tried to claim on the commercials at all. Like I'm definitely not one of those. Oh, wasn't that? Oh, like he said, okay, so we did see it. Yeah. That stuff was kicking the butt. That's funny. I have to drink diet. I should drink diet. Well, no, not really. I should stop drinking soda, period. But I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. I don't have any vices like that. My vices are freaking sugary drinks. I like energy drinks and I like the red rock stars and I like Pepsi. That's what I have in my fridge right now. Ah, cha cha cha. Pepsi's gross. It's not gross. It's like sweeter than Coke. That's really it, man. Dr. Pepper cream soda. Pepsi Clear. Dude, yeah, fuck yeah, Pepsi Clear. I love. They had the Right Now by Van Halen on there. Right now. That's funny. I always remember. Oh, look at this guy. He's frozen. This son of a bitch is frozen. He's got a cool bass too. I mean, McFarlane gets a bad rep. Yeah, soda is mine as well, man. The thing, Nolan, the thing with Crystal Pepsi for me, it always fucked with me because when you drink it, you taste Pepsi, but you don't. Your mind is like, what is going on? This is clear. It should taste like Sprite or something like that. But it tasted like cola. Like I don't know. Yeah, that where they had the commercials where it like splashed in there, and we were one of the like our. It's not even a city because my town was so small, but we were one of the test areas for Crystal Pepsi. I'm sure Pueblo probably was too. But before it came out, before the commercials, before all that, we had it for like a summer before, or like a few months before we had that. So we were the test area for it. So I remember getting it before like we even knew what the fuck was going on. He's got the frozen nipples. He does, dude. Look at. That's hilarious. Look at the little nips. A Batman. But like I was saying, Todd gets a bad rep for shit. But I don't mind McFarlane stuff. And you guys know that. I've always said I cherry pick a lot. I cherry pick McFarlane, I cherry pick Marvel. I cherry pick pretty much whatever, Oh, come on, Batman. Come on, Batman. There we go. This guy's pretty cool. Look at those boots too, man. Look at the shin guards on this sumbitch. I like it. I think it's cool. I like the frozen shit. Like he offered me, he was like, hey, if you want that, look at this. And he brought out the Robin. I'm like, I don't want a fucking Boy Wonder. Sorry. Whatever. If you like Robin, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to talk shit, but yeah, he's cool, man. I don't mind it. You know what? And I have a lot of stuff especially because right now, everything that I'm really liking and leaning toward Masterverse so much right now, man. Like, I don't know. Something about Masterverse for me. I'm enjoying Masterverse so much more than I am enjoying. I mean, I love Origins, don't get me wrong. And I love the cartoon collection, don't get me wrong. But I am really tipping the scale toward Masterverse nowadays. Especially with how they've been doing. I'm probably going to mess up the card. Oh, no. Oh, it was already in place. So, well, that's cool. At least you didn't have to take the card out and damage it. So it's got this cool stand on the back. It's signed by Todd. Dude, it's signed by Todd. 1080 of 5100. It's got his real autograph on it. Probably not, but that's pretty cool. It's not really signed. And then here's the bottom. Not bad. Not bad, man. He doesn't have any weapons, but he's got these frozen chunks to put over his hand. So I would imagine, right? Put your fist in. You put your weed in there. Put your fist in there. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, it goes there so it can open up with his, open up where his little pauldron is there. So got to close off the inside and keep it on the outside. Not bad. I guess I need to find the Arnold then, right? And then that goes behind it. So it goes here. Does this clip on there or does it just go behind? I guess it just goes behind it then, huh? Yeah, just goes behind it. So we'll just stand like that. Cool. All right. Well, you know. Oh, and Home Arcade. I don't know if you're still here. I'm sure you probably, if you're still listening, I don't know if you saw this, but this is the one I just finished today and got it all glued together. Is the throne for the movie edition. Came out pretty cool. Got the little faces and all that. So Yurko kills it, man. Yurko is like so freaking awesome. He's just such a damn good artist. I can't even say it enough because he's just so damn good at what he does, and I really like it. McFarlane's better than Hasbro. I like both the same as far as like a cherry pick. I mean, I do really like the classified stuff. So I guess that part of it, I can say I do like the classifieds for sure. But I mean, I have some of the Black Series, but all the Black Series stuff I end up getting at Ross. So Kenzo's tomorrow. What? Is it my birthday tomorrow? I thought I canceled that. Yes. But yes, happy birthday to G.I. Jetman. Yes, sir. Thanks for spending your birthday with us, my friend. Yeah, I am so just over the moon with that. Like, I love the new Eternia stuff. I am so excited about that stuff. I'm currently building my Mythic Legions, Sasquatch, and the Void. Is it No, Marvel Legends. Sorry, he does Marvel Legends, G.I. Jetman, right? Not Mythic Legions. I had my weed in Origins Mothman. I think the new Eternia Teal is just a repaint of the new Eternia Evil Lyn. Womp womp. Well, we'll see with the elbow bend, right? Well, I mean, she's gonna have a different head, obviously. She might have the same buck, but it does have the. Hold on, let's grab it. God, I love the new Eternia stuff. This is always like, and I see how, like, if you go over to Faker Battle Cat, just did a review on this one on his channel. If you guys do have not been to him, go over there, subscribe. He just started out, so he's very, like I said, he's just getting into it. So if you guys want to support a really good dude, head over to Faker Battle Cats and give him a follow. But he just did a review on this, and yeah, it's pretty rare to find it. But here's my Evil Lyn. So yeah, I guess like the chest piece will probably be close. Of course, she'll have a different head altogether. But this is the one thing everybody hated about her, was that she only had the one bend on the elbow. She didn't get the double, which is weird because the Tila, the Snake Tila, has the double bend on the elbow. So I don't know. Maybe, and who knows? It might. No, because she doesn't have any of the covers over her breastises. But This one is a phenomenal figure also. Now, I did get the goddess for Mondo. Dude, that's going to be such a freaking awesome figure. But I really do like the Evelyn. Like, I mean, if it's close and it uses a lot of the same parts to the Evelyn, so be it. Like, I don't know. I don't get caught up too much in being angry about. I don't really get mad at much. I don't. I just try to. This is fun for me, man. Like, I just love collecting. I love my toys. I love making new stuff for the toys. I like, like the 3D prints, like this little thing Boojaboo made. Like, how much cooler does Voltec look with his bow? Like, seriously, how cool. And it's so easy to just add one little piece and make it such a difference, because he had his little robot collector where he picks up the animals and stuff. But I don't know, man. Yeah, that was a Yurko, and it did came out. Yeah, of course, he's so good, Mr. Omar K. I tell you what, dude, I love it. I love it. And me too. The translucent, that's the other thing about printing with 3D stuff. I've printed so many clear, translucent things. What? Let me show you one thing. I don't really show this off that much. I did a long time ago, but I made it like as soon as that comic came out, where the multiverse one, where He-Man was in the very first pages, where he was a snake He-Man, and then he got eaten by that sand monster. Granted, this basically what I did. This was a vintage style, so it doesn't have the origin style, but it's all magnet attached. It's translucent. I pre-print, so on the computer, I bubbled out the arms and I put these scale looking things on him. And then the He-Man face, I also put scales on his face, and on his legs, I just put the scales. So it's an Origins print, but it's going to be the same POA as a vintage. And then I used magnets. And so it's I don't know, it's magnetized, and it's so much fun. So I used the magnet on all the parts on the top. So I didn't do like, and this was the first one of its kind before. I know a lot of people made the ones afterwards. They just took the Origins and they painted like the green and then did the bumps on there as well. I don't know. I just something different, So the translucent is absolutely one of my favorites as well, as far as what I'm doing. Let me get this light. Oy, too much light. Same face and Buck? Really? No, does it have the same face? That'll be kind of weird. I don't like that. That does suck. I don't like that. Oh well. But Origins Mossman doesn't smell enough to cover it. Yeah, that's true. It doesn't. No, it's the weed's gonna be a lot stronger than that. Patchouli oil. So, speaking of patchouli oil, Millennium Workshop, what's up? Welcome in. I appreciate it. This is the first time I've seen you in here. Welcome. So the one thing about that patchouli, so when I was doing stuff for Alan, I was kind of, when I was a little more consistent with making stuff for Alan, he's a huge fan of Stinkor. And I made a 200% scale Stinkor for him, big old thing. And I kind of sad that I didn't do this first, but then when I was like, okay, I'm going to make him like I made, like Home Arcade has my other giant Modi that can be ridden by an actual Origins figure because it has the saddle. I did, basically I did a faker Modi, and it has the wires coming out of the leg, and it's robotic, and it has the robotic face. So like the Modi, and then I put a saddle on it. And after that, so I did one also, but I made one that looks more like Stinkor. So I did a Stinkor face, and I did all that pre-print. And then when I printed it, I actually put patchouli oil in my airbrush with the black. So I spray painted the whole thing, and I painted it with the black airbrush paint with patchouli oil in it. So when it was done, it smelled just like the vintage Stinkor. And that was pretty cool. So if I ever do more stinkor, I bought one of those little oils of patchouli, so I would put that in the spray. Yeah, just something fun. I remember that guy. So holy cow, that's fantastic. And you know, it is, and it's cool. It's different. It doesn't have the articulation. Now, if I were to go back and do it again and want to do the articulation, I would use the Mossman, the mutated Mossman from the Turtle line, because that's all clear. But you know what I did use the Mossman body from? Let me show you. Oh. Speaking of translucent, so I scraped, I just got a little blade and I took all the veins off of the mutated Mossman. I 3D printed. Now this one I had a little bit of a glow mix in with the feet, so the feet glow. I don't know why I did that. But the hands I 3D printed, the pauldrons, the neck, the head, the weapon here, or the little staff, and then the belt is all 3D printed, and then the feet. So it's a mixture of Bujaboo and Aliencito. And then I just painted a little on the thing. So this is the one I used, like I said, the Mossman. But if I do this, and I put him up to the light real quick, just to show you. Well, first off, you can see obviously the translucency of it. But this weapon I did in 3D print, or I did in glow in the dark resin. So let me do this real quick. Let me put him up against the light, and I'll turn it off. So there's the 3D. That's the glow in the dark resin. You can see it's on the feet, it's on the belt, and it's on the weapon. So that is all glow in the dark resin. And the glow in the dark resin, it lasts. It does really, really good. So I was pretty impressed with that glow in the dark resin. Okay. And it's funny, when I turn that light off, my whole room lights up from all the stuff I have that's glow in the dark, which is funny. But yeah, so Pythonus, this is my Pythonus. And like I said, I wanted to make it that clear, translucent stuff, so I did that. And then this was a 3D printed part, this is clear, and then I painted the top piece. So that one came out good. I really, really like him as far as the way he looks. And I've seen a lot of the ones out there that look good, but I really like that translucent green. Yes, absolutely do. So on the joints, especially, you want to use like a Mod Podge or a Maker's Magic. The Maker's Magic you could get on Amazon as well. But thin layers on the joints, and then use that clear coat so it just does a little bit more for the moving parts. Sometimes it's really hard to get those joints from flaking anyway, but unless you dye them, like if you're dyeing your bodies, then that's going to be a little bit easier to keep them from flaking as far as the joints go. But I do a clear coat spray of Rust-Oleum flat, and that is the best is it Rust-Oleum or is it the other one? I have it downstairs. Let me check. Maybe it's not Rust-Oleum. Let me see. It might be. No, it's not Rust-Oleum. It's, where is it? Krylon. Krylon? It's a Krylon flat, and I get it at, yep, here. It's a Krylon Fusion all-in-one. I don't know why it's a Krylon Fusion, because it's just a clear coat. But it's this one, but it's flat. So it looks like this. It has a light blue, and it says flat clear. That's the one I use for my, if I'm doing just an overspray of the clear coat. Thanos Copter, welcome in, sir. How you doing, my friend? It is nice to have you here, my buddy. Do you have an Etsy account, or I just kind of make shit. I don't have an Etsy account. Like a lot of times I'll end up just making something, posting it, and selling it. Sometimes I take commission. I know, like I said, Home Arcade did some commissions with me. And that was probably the last time I really kind of had and Alan, yeah, I do have a few people that do commissions. But it's one of those where I'm not a tip top fast worker, but I will give you something that's good quality. It might take a little time, but I will get you something that's going to be badass. I don't mess around with that. So quality wise, it's going to be good. I'm about to order some. The glow in the dark resin is Ceratec. Ceratec is the stuff I use for glow in the dark. They're the same ones that I use for that high, I guess, more of a kind of a not gummy, but a little bit more of a bendable resin. They have the Ceratec Blue and they have Ceratec Tenacious, but they also do the glow in the dark. That is the best glow in the dark you could think of, man. Like everything I've done glow in the dark, like I have a glow in the dark Modi. Ow. One thing that's funny is I put him in the back behind Eternia, and I didn't even get him out to paint him anymore. But like let me pull him up real quick so you can see he was glowing when I turned the light out. So this is the second. This is so Lovely Evil Horde made the first Modi, which is the smaller one that I did a lot of the customs out of. This was the second style Modi, which is bigger, but he's more articulated. But look at that glow. That sucker is good, man. Like I said, I didn't paint but look at his articulation on the jaw. His articulation on the neck, on the hands. I made one for Home Arcade in black and red, so it was almost like an anti-Eternia Modi. But that glow is great, man. So that one is one of them. Here's one of my favorite customs that I did lately. I did a 200 and I believe it's 220% scale battle armor Skeletor. Like I said, it obviously doesn't do that, but it does move. So it has the damage and then the double damage, but then I don't like to do it too much because it kind of scrapes, but I used a decal for that, but he's gigantic. And then I printed his sword also, but yeah, so this is the stuff I kind of do with my printer, but the paint job I thought came out perfect. Like I really, really enjoy how I got that one. This one was a good one. This one was one of my favorite customs. And I've said this before, but it's funny how sometimes I kind of feel like I cheated when I got a 3D printer, because when I started doing customs, I would get existing figures and I would Frankenstein them, right? And I would just put them together that way. But since I got the 3D printer, I feel like, well, a lot of them is like, hey, I'm just printing it and painting it, but it still takes skill. It still takes some stuff to do the prints. Some of the other ones, like these Modis, dude, I went overboard with the Modis. Like I got on my computer, and there's this software called Mesh Mixer. And I had the Modi, Lovely Evil Horde made the first file for the Modi. Well, I started merging them on the computer and trying and figuring out a way to get it to work, and literally started making these custom Modis that were, well, I actually, this is when I first started, so I didn't get the jaw articulated because I added the mustache and the helmet and stuff, and I hadn't done, this was one of the first ones. And then like this one, I did a sorceress Modi, and I even put the little top piece on, so if they wanted to take them for a walk, I didn't end up getting like a chain for it or anything. But even like the She-Ra Modi, this one has the articulated jaw, but I used like a kind of a color changing white for her. But I put these on pre-print, so when I printed the Modi out, these extra pieces, this was actually from a She-Ra head, and I was able to merge it together on my computer before I printed it. So there's, yeah, I don't know if you guys saw, I did a battle bones, an oversized battle bones. Dude, let me pull it out real quick, show you guys. And I printed it in a clear resin. And the jaw does articulate, the arms do articulate as well. But I put my vintage ones in it just because, you know, kind of gives you the vibes, the old school, you know. But it's freaking gigantic, right? Oh. But anyway, so even pieces, let's see. Let me jump in real quick and get through the chat a little bit. Shit, I'm missing something here on where I forgot what I said at that point too. Joints are the hardest. Yes, if you're gonna chip, pose them no matter what, unless maybe you pull the joints, stand them, clear coat them, repeat, reassemble, agree, and still they might chip, but definitely don't do like a standard clear coat. Do that Mod Podge or that Maker's Magic does really good for coating that. Heck yeah, dude. You know what? And that's the other thing. Some of those mystery boxes, they might have a Modi in them. Who knows? I don't know. It's a good possibility there might be some Modis coming around. If these, it's not just going to be some cheap little box. I can tell you right now. It's definitely going to be worth it. Yeah, that's scary. And yeah, Mikey's got my first. Actually, Mikey, you have my first custom Modi that I ever did was that Battle Cat Modi, and then the Scareglow Modi also, and that has the look of Scareglow and everything. I don't have any of the Scareglow Modis because I sold them all. I used to have a few, but I don't have any anymore. Dude, it is so good. It's Syretech, Syretech, I think. Thank you, Obi-Juan. Here's another one, and I know Home Arcade's probably going to have one of these pretty soon if he hasn't finished it. But hey, Home Arcade, look at, I made it without those extra crustacean pieces for the feet, and I think it came out great. I used just like a Skeletor boot for the top. But this is a print. I don't remember who the print was, if it was a Lovely Evil Horde print or who it was, but this was actually Home Arcade sent me the file for this one, and it looks really, really good. And I just used the actual body from the original Clawful, and then I ended up using a different arm, but I repainted it to match. You could see it's a little extra shine to that right arm because the original or the first Clawful already has that big claw in there and you can't take it off. So I had to use a different arm, and then it was the other Clawful, I believe, or it was Buzz Off, and then I just painted it to match the rest of the body. But he's cool, and he's got that big ass claw there. This is the 2000X version of Clawful. So that was another custom that is just one of my favorites. And then the other one I wanted to see or wanted to show you was the Bashosaurus one. I don't want to knock shit over. So this is the back, and I think I still might, but I was thinking I might paint the top black because it does have black on the top on the Bashosaurus vehicle. But I don't remember. I think I printed the front belt here. It looks kind of almost like a Mythic Legions type belt. But so I used who was it? No, it was a Clawful, the Cartoon Collection Clawful, the red. And then obviously this was a printed part for the Bashosaurus. And then the head was a printed part as well. And then I used the armor for Snout Spout. And then I did I just regular printed a decal for if you look at the actual Bashosaurus vehicle, this little computer piece is on there as well. So I put that on his chest. So yeah, no, I do. And that's another thing. So like parts like that. So when I made the Bashosaurus, I printed probably 5 of the heads. I printed a couple of the arms. So I mean, like, or was the arm? Did I use a little bit of a trap jaw on that arm? I forget. You know what? I think I did use a trap jaw. I think I used a trap jaw arm. I don't know. I don't remember now. Anyway, that's kind of some of the shit that, Battle Bones. It's huge, right? That's where you just post stuff to sell. Instagram. I'm sorry. Yeah, Instagram is probably the best bet to see what I've made. I usually post stuff on here as well, like just doing the videos. But picture-wise, I will post all the pictures on my Instagram. So if you ever want to reach out to me on Instagram, if you have something you wanted, or if you see something I've made that you want to do a commission on, let me know. I'm happy to do it. Like I said, I said I don't go a million miles a minute, but I get it done. This one's another Yurko. So I printed the base here for, like Cyclone was. It just looks cool. It's a little tornado with the rocks coming up, and he sits really well inside of there. So this is another custom 3D printed base. Got the rocks on the inside, and there's still a little spot for him to stand. And you just set him in there. So, and he looks like he's flying around in a tornado. So definitely was cool, man. Yeah, it really, and I could, now that, if in the next 15 minutes, if somebody doesn't jump over $50 on you, I could, I'll have my standard, what I was going to put in the mystery box for you, but also I'll put in those little shin guards for you as well. Cause I know I only sent you one shin guard, so I'll send you another one in there since I'm going to send you stuff anyway. So most likely, like I said, somebody might come in, somebody big baller might come in and hit you with a $52 or something. Aliencitos. Okay. Yeah. My first armor putting it on. Yeah, it really fits tight, right? Like that's one you almost want to print if you get nervous, like to print it like a 1%, 2% bigger, just so it kind of slides on better. But I warmed mine up and just it worked. But it's hard once you get it on, it's really tough to get back off. Like it really is. So and I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but oh yeah, the arm is trap jaw. And so you're talking about the Bashosaurus. Oh, it is mouse jaw. That's exactly what it is. It's the mouse jaw arm because it has those spikes on top. So it was the mouse jaw arm, and the print was just the ball, the rock here, and the head, and everything else I just custom made there. So that's exactly what it was. Thank you guys for helping me on that one. Yeah. But FBC, man. FBC, he's been doing some customs himself, man. Like I said, you can check him out on Instagram and YouTube. He's got a bunch of cool Mythic Legion customs that he's been doing because he likes those cats. Yeah, I do. I've done it before. And if there's anything, buddy, just reach out to me and we can figure out, a price for stuff if you need anything. So definitely let me know, man. It's like I said, I enjoy doing it. So like I said, I know it's just not the fastest in the world, but I get it done as soon as I can. So, Sean Chipman, thank you for joining. Welcome from Australia. We've had a couple people from Australia before, but I definitely have not seen you before. So thank you and welcome. I appreciate you coming in. But yeah, sorry. Yeah, we'll throw that in there as well. But I know what you like and I know what you have, so I can make sure and throw some stuff in there that you don't yet. Because like I said, it's kind of rare to find something that Home Arcade doesn't already have. And that goes for anything, right? That goes for freaking figures and parts and prints and man, like everything that, like when I first started printing stuff, and the reason I bought a regular filament printer and also buying that Jupiter was because of I wanted to start making Yurko's large vehicles that he does. And hold on real quick. Mikey, thanks for coming in, brother. I appreciate you spending lunch with us, man. And thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, I got how many more hours left to 46? I got about what 3 hours, 10 minutes left to 46. So, but yeah, no, I definitely know you, man. I got to figure out, I'm going to go back and make sure and check those videos. I pretty much I always see right away what you're putting out there, but I got to remember and kind of go back and make sure I'm not throwing stuff in there that you already have. Or if you do, obviously you can make something different out of it. But that 2000X clawful is so awesome. I bought an extra new Eternal clawful for my classics 2000X head. It's not perfect match with the cartoon, but it still looks more 2000X using classics body. Yeah, and the classic. See, and that's the crazy part is that even the 2000X, he didn't get a figure. He only got a staction. So for what you want to look at real quick is go to the WonderCon channel. Like, I don't know if I think they have their own Instagram, or check out Pixel Dan's video on the 2000X stuff. So Mondo is doing all the 2000X stuff in 1/12. Mondo's usually doing the 1/6 scale shit, the huge stuff, but they got the license to do the 2000X. And their first wave is going to include Clawful. They're going to have He-Man, Skeletor, Man-at-Arms, and Clawful is going to be the first 4 in the 2000X line that Mondo is doing. Actually, you know what? While we're here, I'm on a freaking laptop. Let's just pull it up here. Mondo 2000X Motu. Let's see. So let me just pull that up real quick. So let's present our shared screen here. Okay. So they did, and this is early on when they did that. Oh, there's the buzz off. That's the 1/6. So here's another 1/6, the Manny-Face. So here's the 1/12. If you can see right there, it says 1/12 scale figure. And this is going to be their next. And they, of course, it even has down there on the bottom, you can see it's got the King He-Man look, or the King Grayskull hair. And then you've got all the different, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 different heads on top of that one. And we saw a look of the actual, oh, did that jump over? I didn't even show you guys. Let me see. I'm sorry. Let me move that. I was all talking and I didn't even realize I was doing the wrong screen, because it actually jumped over to another screen. So here we go. So here is the He-Man, and you've got the head that, and like I said, we saw the sculpt, like the 3D print gray kind of test shot of it at WonderCon, and it looks freaking amazing. So yeah, that one, and then let me jump over and I'll show you that one with oh wait, here's that render, or here's that piece right there. Like, freaking how cool is that? I hate doing the present stuff. Let me see. So I'm going to share my screen, and this is on a Facebook group. But yeah, that thing is freaking just awesome, man. So that's the He-Man that's coming out, and that's the 1/12. All right, so let me see if they have anything coming down this rate. So that's the She-Ra. No, get out of it. Really? Okay, I'm going to close that because I don't want to have to worry about logging in and shit. But let me go down real quick and I'll show you. Try to find that Clawful. Picture of it here. Okay. So like I said, they showed the staction there, but I know they had a render of the Clawful, at least a picture of it, not the actual print of it, but they had a picture on there, because there's the Man-at-Arms. Really? Oh, here's the Clawful. And it's not, it's kind of a crooked picture, but let's share it real quick. So of course it jumped over. I'm sorry guys. Hold on. Let me do that. Let me share that. I'm complete Bush League over here. Bush League. So that's the He-Man. There's the Skeletor. There's the Man-at-Arms, and there's the Clawful. So yeah, they're gonna do the 2000X Clawful there. And you can see he's got that big ass claw. I mean, basically has the same look of that one that I just showed you guys. Like, it's got the, I mean, it literally is that same part. The foot fell off. I gotta put the foot back on. I didn't like glue it in. I just kind of set him on top of it. So kind of pushed it in. But I mean, see, he's got that same chest plate as the one that Aliencito made. So it is freaking pretty cool, though. I'm really excited about that. Like, that is one thing that, gosh dang it, stuff falling all over the place. So that is one for sure that I'm excited for. The Mondo 2000X stuff is going to be so good. Kid bashed that Clawful last year. Before I knew about Mondo, I did the same with New Attorney Whiplash. Oh, yeah. The Mondos look fantastic. I agree, man. I am super stoked for that. I mean, yeah, we don't know. Now it's kind of scary about the tariffs and the prices and all that shit. Like, holy cow. I mean, Guru, yeah, hell yeah. I agree. That one it's totally worth it. I mean, if we're looking at a $50, $60 price range for the figures, I mean, it's no more than some of those deluxe Mythic Legions figures, right? Some of those bigger ones are around that price, right? And a lot of those indie lines, if you collect anything with the independent lines, you're not really going to be too blown away by prices if they're in the 60 to 60 plus range. Or if you do Marvel Legends with those new maximum ones, those are freaking expensive as well. But if you're just a standard Origins collector or Masterverse collector and you're paying $20 to $24, it's going to be a little bit of a smack and a little bit of a scare. And who knows what the tariffs are going to do? Who knows even if they're going to put a hold on everything coming over until they reach an agreement. And who knows who's going to be more stubborn. And I just really hope that they can figure it out soon and we can drop those damn tariffs, man. Yeah, no, I saw that on the bottom. I was like, dude, that's going to be so good. I have the classics King He-Man, which is phenomenal. And then I, of course, have the Masterverse other King He-Man, which I love both of them. But that classics one, I got that little crystal ball and then the different sword. I mean, it's a really good one. I know they have a clear one that was like a con exclusive. But you know what I did? I put him in, one of these days, I want to get it set up to where I can use my phone and Bluetooth it to where I can use that as my main camera. Because I also have a custom door. I bought these doors. Oh, I have the Anti-Eternia one. Let me show you real quick. So right around Halloween, I bought these doors from Target. And they're just display doors, and they were supposed to be kind of spooky. So they were just straight brown. So what I did was I used my X-Acto and I cut into the door, and then I did like a red wash to where on this one, the Anti-Eternia one, so it looks more like a wood grain as opposed to just like a flat door. And then I 3D printed the Grayskull logo on, and I actually took it off of a Grayskull door and I just separated it and printed it by itself. And then I just used a couple parts, little pieces that I got from Lowe's, and for the draw, like for the little thing across, like for the lock or the ledge. And I think I used a straw, which you're going to laugh about, and then I painted the bottom. So I got this door, like I said, I got it off at Target, and then I just did a custom. And then I did the same thing for the King Grayskull. I have the same door, but I did it in brown, and I did this Grayskull logo in silver. I put the stick-on stuff there, but that's it. Like, I did that, and I 3D printed it, and it's obviously not exact, and it's got like a little, and doesn't have the teeth. I didn't put any of the teeth down below. But just for something cool to display something, you could hang it up, like you could put like the little hooks on the back, and then I just have Anti-Eternia. Whoop. Of course, I took that off there. But there's another piece, and that's another 3D printed part I have for Origins, is the battle armor, and that's another Aliencito piece. It goes on nice. It looks better than like the ones for the WWE ones, but I have ones for Snake Man, I have ones for He-Man, I have one for Skeletor, like all those, and I just printed a big batch of these. So, Mr. Home Arcade, I don't know, you might have an arm or two in your mystery box, but that's kind of what to expect. You guys, like, I'm gonna I'm going to go all out for you guys. I appreciate you. And I'm not going to just do something cheesy as far as for super chats. I'm going to make sure that I take care of my people, and I appreciate you. And I want to make sure and convey that. And this is something unique to my channel because I've never seen anything like it. I've seen people, like I said, I've seen little perks and little things for someone. If somebody does super chats the most for a week, then the next week they get a couple things during the live, like as far as just highlighting chats or something like that. Obviously, these are channels that are a lot bigger than mine. My channel, I'm happy to jump over 1,200 at this point. But I mean, it's just, you want to grow organically. You want to do it as you do it. And if you know anybody that enjoys this kind of stuff, send them my way. If you guys are having fun, like I said, we just hit our 2-hour mark. So I really, really appreciate you guys hanging out with me, putting me in the background, even if you're at work or anything like that. Like Home Arcade said, 100 miles an hour over here. Seriously, dude, like I know it. And I got to get with Alf and make sure that the stuff I'm going to put in your mystery box, he's not already sending you. But, God, man, I know it's gonna be sad, dude. He's gonna open one box tomorrow, and dude, Alf killing it, dude. Thundercat X went from 20 to 24. Oh, yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm actually surprised it only went up that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, turtle roton. Holy crap. See, I need to really start printing with that freaking other printer like Alpha's telling me. He's been on my ass, and I appreciate it. He's been like, dude, you better get it done. Come on, get that shit. He's like, I'll help you. Just walk you through it. And I get to that point where I'm like, I need to, you know what? Tomorrow, I don't have my son at all. I know you'll be working really hard, but I'll probably message you tomorrow. I'm going to get that damn other printer going because I still want to make some cosplay shit. I'd really like to make a mask just to do it. I don't know what I want to make. I have all the files for all those things, like maybe Wolverine, or I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff that you can make, even like small parts that look like, I mean, there's Deadpool with Wolverine combined, which kind of looks cool. But I don't know. I want to print something big like that. But also I want to print the attack track that Yurko made. I want to do the Filmation attack track. So I really want to start doing those bigger pieces, and I need to get that other printer running for it. So that vintage battle armor. Yeah, it's basically just like so it's removable. So it's just like the classics, but it doesn't hit, it doesn't, like, you can, with like, it doesn't show the battle damage or anything, but it goes in. It's got the pegs on the top here, and it's got the holes on top there. So you just put them in there, and they fit right over the origins. And like I said, there's a He-Man one, and there's a Skeletor one. There's a gray skull, like that, the ring, the gray skull ring with that skull face. I have an armor with that on it that Aliencito made. And the Snake Men one is great. Like, I have the Snake Men armor. I don't know if I don't think I have any of them on here. I think they're all downstairs, but in my work area. But I will, like I said, I'm going to do everything I can to make these mystery boxes good. So yeah, and it was a $5 door that was a display door, and I think it was Faker Battle Cat that showed me that. He's like, hey, this would look really cool for a custom. And I was like, dude, that's perfect. If I just made that same Grayskull emblem and added that to it, and then just put, basically, if you look at the vintage door on Grayskull, that's kind of what I did. And I just got those little metal pieces from Lowe's. Like, they're really easy. Battle armors, want one of those? Yeah. Absolutely, brother. Well, like I said, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to, like I said, there's still going to be a true mystery box. I don't want to be like to the point where I'm not taking orders. I'm not putting like stuff as a request. I'm going to surprise you. So, like, as far as Home Arcade goes, I know a lot of the stuff he has, so I'm going to make sure that I put stuff in there that he does not have. And same thing with anybody else. If somebody's a big Joe collector or a big Mythic Legions collector, anything like that, I will make sure and accommodate for what you like to collect. I'm not going to just put a bunch of Motu stuff in a box for people that are GI Joe guys. So we're going to make sure and take care of you guys. So I'm making them, bro. I'm making them. So definitely, it's a good one though. So action figures were $4.99 for the good stuff. Yeah, no, dude, me too. It was even less than that, right? I think it was $3.50 at one point, right? So we'll see. Hit me up, having print. I will, man. I know you will, because everything I've seen you make is freaking phenomenal. So I definitely am going to hit you up with that. So yeah, surprises are always the best. Yeah, I definitely, especially because for you, I know how much you have, and I know how much you put into it and how much passion. When you look at collectors, there are different types of collectors. You got your inbox collectors, you got your openers, you have your displays, you have your diorama people, there's so many different levels of collecting. Home arcade, you guys, obviously, if you're on my channel and you have anything of Motu, you already know who you already know his channel. I don't need to say, go over to his channel and check it out. You know what Home Arcade does. Not only is it the collecting, the dioramas, the complete full transformation of a room, and then he goes through it and shows you how with the cotton on top when he makes all the clouds and the lighting and the electricity and the lightning and all the cool shit. And then the original backgrounds for filmation and setting that all up. But then he goes the next level and starts doing skits and funny shit like these commercials and these stories. And I mean, if anybody in this world collects and does it for all the right reason and enjoys his craft and makes customs, that's another thing. He's a customizer. And if he hasn't things that he can't make as far as something that he needs for prints, he gets them. He figures he gets it. And then he gets the product as well. It's like he's the first guy to get most everything. So overall, shout out to Home Arcade. Not only just amazing for the community, he puts together, he entertains like nobody else, and he loves what he does, and it shows. And I think that's one thing that I try to convey in my channel is that everything I do, I enjoy it. Like, I don't have a schedule. I might have things I really want to talk about and things that are going to come up, but I don't have a whole thing written out. I don't have anything like that. So I just know that I enjoy what I do. I enjoy talking to my people over here. And the Eternia Palace, Jesus, I'm telling you, Clint, right? Like, that's another thing. When I have all the files for the Eternia Palace, but there's no way I could do it. I don't have room. Even if I do have the printers, maybe I could do it. It would take a long time. But I could, dude. Like, I couldn't tackle that. I just don't have, after Merrick, if he gets older or when he gets older, if he moves out and gets his own place and I have another room to set something up, hey, maybe I could do that. But until then, no way. There's no freaking way I could do that. But I mean, and like the Horde stuff, and I know Alf has the same with the Horde weapons, or the vehicles for Hordak. That attack track is freaking phenomenal. I really, really want to tackle that next. Today, I just wanted to do this because I knew it was only going to take one print, and I really wanted to get that. So I'm going to have to paint this up, and it's going to be a nice throne for my Skeletor. And again, there's so many talented 3D artists out there where the sky's the limit. Like, there is so much stuff that we can not only just purchase, but we can make. And I mean, right now it is an amazing time to be a collector. Like, I am so just and things like this. Like, this is 3 feet freaking tall, and it has the light in there, and it has it all set up. Like, this is one of the cooler things that I've made. This and the big collector that I made from Yurko as well. And then like things like the young Granomir that I customized. These are 2 prints from LA Figures, one He-Man, one Skeletor. There's my, I think this is 150% scale anti-Eternia He-Man with Gray Skull Man that I made. There's a collector man back there. These are all customs on this shelf right here. This bird back here I bought it on Amazon, and it's just one where you click the light behind and the wings pop out. So I made a Screech and I made a Zor to put, and I have it on my door here. Let me show you. So here's my Zor. So it's just a white bird, and all I did was paint it. And then when you click the light, once you have it against the wall, the lights come out of the sides here, and it has wings. And I have this on the entry to my toy room. And then, like I said, the Screech version is right here behind the Gray Skull from the CGI Gray Skull. And then I have my Mondos and my 2000X. I have classifieds. I have some, my Turtle's a Gray Skull. My Eternia is on the other side of me. I might do on my next live or in a couple lives, I might flip it around and do my live with Eternia behind me as opposed to. And then I have my mural. I don't know if you guys have seen my mural or anything like that. I have a whole mural on the wall here of Gray Skull. It's a reverse picture of the Gray Skull box from the 80s. So it's just, this is what we love. Absolutely, dude. You deserve it. You earned it. You work really, really hard. Loves this hobby. It's a pleasure to be able to share the hobby with a great community. Absolutely. I agree, man. Like it just, and I know that people try to separate communities with, oh, there's Joe people, there's Motu people, and I collect all this shit, man. I love it all. I don't like to separate myself, even though I am a little bit more Motu centric. I do have a big ass cat slayer behind me, so but it's just one of those where for us, like, and I was a part of that Mythic Legion thing with that telethon they had where people were donating and they gave away 4 dragons for free for people who couldn't get them. And actually what was really cool, my buddy 3-star draw won all in for free. So he's going to get it now. He wasn't going to get it before. Now he's actually going to get an all in with that dragon. And it's just one of those things where for me, when you know somebody that got something like that and how good the community is to each other, like the 4 Horsemen threw in one, and that's the one that 3-star draw won. Actually, no, it was the second one he won. But the Horsemen threw one in for free, but then all the rest came from people putting in super chats to pay for another one and another one. Joe, of course, was a part of that. He was on the live, and he was part of that. And it was just like such a cool feeling to know that just the toy community in general is so good to each other. There are assholes out there. Obviously, we know that. We've seen that. I used to hang out with one. Haha. There, everybody who knows. But there's such a cool community where everybody, especially like Alf. Look what Alf is just saying. We were just bullshitting, and Alf and I, we talk all the time where we're throwing out what we're printing this week and what's going on. And if we have questions for each other or whatever else, we always are there to support each other. And I couldn't be happier to be a part of this toy community. And on the other end of it, the 3D printing stuff, there's some gatekeepers, but you know what? The nice thing is the community is so big that we can stay away from those guys. Like we can pick and choose our groups, and we can make sure that we know that we're hanging out with the right ones. There are dicks out there. Absolutely. There is. And that's just everything. Anywhere you go, there's going to be assholes. But for the most part, it's just one of those things where this is, yeah, you're right. This one is just, I couldn't be happier with the group of people that I surround myself with, and everybody that's come into the lives with me. Like I said, this was just a shot. I'm doing this by myself. I know a lot of people have their 4-channel, 5-channel. I like to do the Saturday Clubhouse with Oz, and there's 9 of us in the live. I mean, there's 10, right? Up to 10. There's a lot of people in there with a lot of different personalities, and we still manage to make it fun. and nobody, that we do everything we can and not talk over each other, not step on each other. Sometimes it's, some people need to be put in check, but you know what? For the most part, it's just a fun group. And this is kind of my day to get it all out, because I'm full ADHD where I just am all over the place and I talk a lot. And you guys obviously know that. But I appreciate you guys joining. I appreciate everything. The super chats. Thank you guys so much. Let me go back to the starred chats here. Frankie, thanks for re-upping on the membership. Ed from the Toilet Network. And if you haven't checked him out, he's on Tuesdays in the evening at 7 o'clock Mountain Time, which is 6 and 9 as far as West Coast and East Coast. They have a really fun channel, him and Mr. Wonderful. And they've got some new stuff to introduce next week. So check them out if you can. And it is on the channel that is on there right now, which is the Toilet Network. If you see him there, he's got a wrench there. Ed, if you'd like to put your link in the chat, please do. Sight Beyond Sight. So thank you, Ed, for the 10. Sight Beyond Sight for the $4.99. GI Jetman for the $1.99. Actually, let me just do it this way. Okay, so there's Toilet. Thank you, Sight Beyond Sight. Thank you, GI Jetman. Allison, thank you for re-upping your membership that was gifted. Thank you, Nolan, for the Canadian 5. And Mr. Home Arcade comes in with he's I may be quiet, but he's not really quiet. So I may not be quiet, but I carry a big stick. So he came in with the big stick and knocked it out the park and hit us with a $50 super chat, which topped everything off. And everybody else was like, oh shit, well, I got no chance now. So, but thank you guys so much. Thanks, Ed, for kicking it off. And thanks, Mr. Home Arcade, for shutting it down. But so I am definitely going to we're at 2 hours 16 minutes, so I think we had a phenomenal stream. I thank you guys so much. I like I said, I don't know if this will work for the long haul, but I think once people start seeing what are involved with these mystery boxes, I think it's going to be something that it might take off. And if you know anybody that wants to do something like that, bring them in. I mean, I'm not just trying to say, hey, I want to try to get a bunch of money from you guys. It's like, hey, if we're going to do it this way, I want to do it right. I want to make sure that my people in the group are going to get something for the super chats. And like I said, once a month, I will do it for members. I will do a wheel. I'll do the spinning wheel for all the members on the first live of May. I'm going to do that where one of my channel members will also win a mystery box as well. So I will do that once a month. And then I'm going to do every episode on Wednesdays. I will do a mystery box once we hit that 25 Kenzo coins. So like I said, thank you guys so much for coming in. You guys are amazing. Everybody that joined the chat was just off the charts. You guys definitely keep the show going in the direction that you want it to go. Like you said, I have maybe a couple things that I want to bring up, but for the most part, I really just want to address stuff that you have questions on and stuff that we can talk about. And that just makes it so much more fun because it's just it's a conversation with us, right? That's kind of the best way to do it. So anyway, and yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Motu Tony getting a little long in the tooth there. So 47 I will hit tomorrow. And when you get to this point, it's just another day until we hit 50. Then it's like at least some sort of milestone that at least we make a half a century, right? But absolutely, man. Al, thank you for everything, dude. Thanks for always supporting and being there and just for chatting with me, man. It's just fun to have those conversations with you about stuff because not a lot of people understand kind of what we deal with 3D printing. It's fun and there's a lot of frustrating stuff and it just overall it's just we kind of get it, since we've been through it and we've seen pretty much everything. So thank you again, Mr. Home Arcade. Appreciate it. And like I said, thanks for knocking it out for that super chat. And so same time next week, we're going to do the same thing. And it's going to be a new mystery box next week. So again, thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. And I have really had a great time. So I will see you next time at the same time. But in the meantime, please stay out of the streets. Bye-bye, everybody.
There we are. Oh, I'm so glad you all stopped by. I hope you had fun today. Yes. Don't forget, sometime during the day, go over to Mother, put your arm around her, hug her, and give her a big kiss and say, I love you, Mother. And when Daddy comes home from work, do the same thing. And don't forget to pick up your toys when you're through playing with them. Oh, did you kids have a lot of fun today? Oh, I'm glad you did. We're going to have to say bye-bye now. We'll see you about the same time. In the meantime, please stay out on the streets. Bye-bye.